Ever wondered if your QuickBooks Online is an open book for your accountant? Like really open? Are they seeing that late-night pizza order disguised as office supplies? Or are they just focused on the serious stuff like, your actual business finances? It's a question that pops up for a lot of small business owners, and it's a valid one. You're entrusting someone with sensitive financial data, and it's natural to want to know exactly what they can see and do. Let's face it, QuickBooks Online is the backbone of many small businesses. It's where we track income, expenses, invoices, payroll, and everything in between. It's a goldmine of financial information. And when you grant your accountant access, you're essentially handing them the keys to that goldmine. But what does that access really look like? Think of it like this: your business is a house, and QuickBooks Online is the blueprint. You've hired an architect, your accountant, to help you build a solid foundation and keep everything structurally sound. But how much of that blueprint can they actually see? Can they see the messy closet, or are they only looking at the load-bearing walls? This isn't about distrust. It's about clarity. It's about understanding the scope of your accountant's access and how it impacts your business. Because let's be honest, those little details, like the office supplies pizza, can sometimes reveal more than you intend. So, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of QuickBooks Online access and demystify what your accountant can see. We'll break down the different access levels, the types of data they can access, and how you can control what they see. First, it's crucial to understand that QuickBooks Online offers different user roles, each with varying levels of access. This is your first line of defense in controlling what your accountant can see. The most common role for accountants is the accountant user role. This role provides broad access, but it's not a free-for-all. The accountant role typically allows access to chart of accounts. This is the backbone of your accounting system. Your accountant can see all your accounts, including income, expenses, assets, liabilities, and equity. They can see the balances and transactions associated with each account. Transactions. They can view all your transactions, including sales receipts, invoices, bills, payments, and journal entries. This means they can see the details of each transaction, including the date, amount, vendor or customer, and account. Bank feeds. If you've connected your bank accounts and credit cards to QuickBooks Online, your accountant can see the transactions coming in and out of your accounts. This allows them to reconcile your accounts and ensure everything is accurate. Reports. Your accountant can generate and view various financial reports, such as profit and loss statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. These reports provide a snapshot of your business's financial performance. 2. Payroll. If you're using QuickBooks Online Payroll, your accountant can see payroll information, including employee wages, taxes, and deductions. Sales tax. If you're collecting and paying sales tax, your accountant can see your sales tax reports and filings. Inventory. If you're managing inventory in QuickBooks Online, your accountant can see your inventory levels and transactions. Budgets. If you've created budgets in QuickBooks Online, your accountant can see your budgets and compare them to your actual performance. Audit log. This is a crucial feature. It allows your accountant to see who made changes to your QuickBooks Online data and when. This helps them track any errors or discrepancies. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Can they see those personal transactions? Yes, if those transactions are recorded in QuickBooks Online. If you're using your business bank account for personal expenses and those transactions are coming through the bank feed, your accountant will see them. This is where the importance of proper categorization comes in. If you're consistently categorizing personal expenses as office supplies, your accountant will see that. They might not know it's pizza, but they'll see the recurring expense. However, it's important to remember that your accountant is a professional. They're bound by ethical standards and confidentiality agreements. They're not going to judge you for a few personal expenses. Their primary focus is on ensuring your financial records are accurate and compliant. Furthermore, you have control over the access you grant. You can create custom user roles with limited access if you're concerned about privacy. For example, you can create a role that only allows access to specific reports or bank accounts. Here are some tips for managing your accountant's access. Review user roles. Regularly review the user roles assigned to your accountant and other users to ensure they have the appropriate level of access. Use class tracking. If you have multiple business locations or departments, use class tracking to separate your transactions and reports. This allows you to give your accountant access to specific classes without revealing sensitive information from other areas of your business. Separate personal and business expenses. Keep your personal and business expenses separate. Use a separate bank account and credit card for your business. This will prevent your accountant from seeing your personal transactions. Communicate with your accountant. If you have any concerns about privacy, talk to your accountant. They can explain their access levels and how they use your data. Use the audit log. Regularly review the audit log to see who has made changes to your QuickBooks Online data. Set up proper bank rules. Bank rules allow for automatic categorization of transactions. Setting up these rules will keep your books organized and help reduce the number of personal expense mistakes. Consider a review-only role. If you want your accountant to just review your work periodically, you could create a role where they cannot edit anything. This reduces the risk of accidental changes. It is also important to remember that accountants are there to help you. Their expertise and knowledge are invaluable for managing your business finances. By understanding what they can see and how to control their access, you can build a strong and trusting relationship. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.